A savings account, certificate deposit, mutual funds, stocks, bonds, insurance, and annuities. Does anybody know what any of these things are here? Can anybody tell me any definitions? What's a savings account? Yes.
Where you save your money.
Yes, where you save your money, right?
In the bank.
In the bank.
You don't get interest, you don't get nothing.
You get 0.0000001%, and when you see your statement, you earn 32 cents, if you're lucky. If you're lucky. It doesn't pay anything, but what's the positive?
It's in a safe place.
It's your money, and it's in a safe place because it's insured by the government, and you are, you know, I don't know, it would have to be something really catastrophic for you not to earn to protect your money. So it's very safe. It is probably the safest place you can have your money in a savings account, but the downside is you don't earn anything on it. All right? What's a certificate of deposit? Anybody have any thoughts on what a CD is? After you heard the expression, not the record, you know, well, not even record. You don't even know what a record is.
Yeah.
The music thing, yeah.
A CD is where you earn like a fixed amount of interest per year on your money in the bank. Like it's like a CD is like a bank note or something.
Yeah. So a CD, typically get them from the bank.
Yeah.
It's like a savings account, but you earn a little bit more because your money's locked up for a while. So you may go to the bank and they say, well, you know, we'll give you a CD. You're earning like no money on your savings account, but we'll give you 2% on a CD or 1.5%. But you can't touch your money for 3 months, for 6 months, for 9 months, for a year. And if you decide you want to take it out, then you get a penalty for pulling it out early. But you do earn a little bit more on that.
And then also, I believe it depends on each bank because on a certificate deposit, you need like a certain amount of money. Okay, if you surpass like the $2,000, you get a higher interest rate per year.
Yeah, they'll have stages where if you
yeah.
put in this much, you'll pay. So the more you put in, the higher the interest rate. But the key is it's still locked in.
Yes, it's still locked in.
And you can't pull it out. So again, if you know, your bank's saying, we'll pay you, 3% on a CD, but you got to lock it up for a year, you got to think about, am I going to need that money in a year? And if I need to pull that money out, what penalties am I going to have to pay to get that money out?
Besides it being locked in, what are the drawbacks of having your money in the CD?
The only other drawback is that the interest may not be as high as if you were investing in, the stock market. But other than that, there are no drawbacks. Because, I mean, it's still insured, and it's a safe place to be, but you just can't get to it, and you have a lower interest rate. But there are no drawbacks. I mean, do you think any other drawbacks you can think of?
Named them all. That's
Yeah.
what I was going to.
So if you had like say $1,000,
Yep.
and you have a savings account, it would make a lot more sense to put it in a CD than keeping the savings account if you had no intentions of spending it.
If you know that you're not going to need it, yes. So if you lock it in for a year, and you're pretty clear that you're not going to need that money for a year, then that makes sense. And then what you can start doing is you can start saving up enough where you can start maybe deciding to invest in mutual funds or getting in the stock market. But again, when you lock your money up, you got to make sure you're not going to need it. And you almost have to live as if it's not there. You pretend it doesn't exist anymore. You forget about it. Just not a part of your psyche. Okay, but that's a good way to start. That's a good way to start saving, is to start with CDs and earning a little bit more, just having it in a savings account. Okay? Mutual funds.
That saved my life.
Oh, what's that?
That saved my life.
Yeah.
There was a time where I walked away from a job and it was like I forgot about it. I'm like, oh, I had to cash out.